Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the expat tsunami coming, and there is going to be an expat tsunami coming once this lifts, and once this mess lifts anyway. And there's a lot of people. I was looking through my comments the other day, and I was looking through my emails, and I counted it had to be well over 150, and there was a lot more to go. So there had to be probably like maybe 400 or 500 different people that are talking about coming here once they lift the restrictions, the travel restrictions here. And I was thinking about that, and I was saying to myself, I says, wow, a good majority of these people, some of them, are talking about going to like the very heavy expat places like Angeles. A couple said Subic, but the majority of them I noticed, the ones that I noticed anyway, mostly in my emails, were Dumaguete. They were going back to Dumaguete. Some of them are going out to faraway provinces and spreading out a little bit. A couple in Davao, a few in Cebu, but the majority of them, for some reason, are picking Dumaguete as their retirement home. And I don't know. I noticed at least probably 100 or more on my page, so I'm sure other people are getting more. But I'm noticing like a tsunami of people leaving the U.S. for a myriad of reasons. I think a lot of it's political issues and just the way the United States is changing, the way the dollar's changing, the costs associated with living there, the demeanor of people that you talk to, just the general feeling of being in the United States and talking to some people. I know some states are a lot different. Like when you get into the Dakotas and places like that, the people there are a lot different. They think a lot different. But it's just changing. I mean, even on both sides are kind of sick of it. I mean, there's and I'm not taking sides here, so don't anybody think that I'm turning into a political channel, because I'm not. I'm just stating the facts here, that there are people on both sides. Some of them are sick of their party, some of them are sick of the other party, or what have you, but they're so fed up with the political talk and the gyrations going on from all this stuff, and the hatred and the stuff going on in Washington DC, the voting issues, just everything going on. It's the United States is like a fight between like these people that want to, I don't know what they want to do with the United States, but it's not subjecting the United States to good things. It's subjecting us to more costly living because of taxes, things like that. And people are voicing those opinions in some of my comments and in some of the emails that I receive, and I'm like, wow, you know, and it's one of the top reasons why I wanted to get out of the United States so bad. When my last 3 years living in Massachusetts were basically hell, because a lot of people knew that I was leaving, and I just remember the people there, because of the way I voted. And you know, Massachusetts is very progressive. They hated me, really hated me. Now, I didn't hate them. I don't know why they would want to hate me, but I remember back in the old days when you know, back in the 70s and 80s, and we had Tip O'Neill in there from Massachusetts. He was Speaker of the House at the time, and Tip O'Neill was a pretty liberal guy, but you could talk to him and negotiate with him, and he was willing to negotiate. And I think what has happened in the United States now is both sides have pretty much entrenched themselves, and they're not willing to change much. Or one side is willing to change a little bit and the other one just won't. And until both sides come to the conclusion that the only way to make America work again is to have some kind of meeting in the middle, and I don't think people are willing to do that anymore. And that has really changed the United States, and thus making this tsunami of expats that are leaving. But you know, I noticed that a lot of these people, they're getting ready to go to Dumaguete and Cebu. That seems to be like the big place to go. a couple want to go to Subic, a couple Angeles, but most of them want to go to Dumaguete. And I was thinking about this the other day. If these people can't get absorbed because there's not enough rentals, then what's going to happen is the price in those places is going to go up. And when people see dollars, that rent these homes out, they are definitely going to, go up on the prices down there. And I think the average price of like a 2-bedroom home in those areas is like $300 or more for a decent place. That's what I'm hearing. I haven't been down there, so I don't really know, but I'm hearing off people that they're paying $200 and $300 for like a 1-bedroom. So I would say for a 2-bedroom, you're probably talking $300 and up, unless you get like a little bit less like a substandard place or something. But I'm hearing that these people are coming, and these people are gonna hit like a brick wall there, because I don't think that Dumaguete can absorb all these people. Because if I'm seeing at least 100 or more people going to Dumaguete, how many more are really getting ready to go? And don't forget, these people have been sitting for a year. Usually they come in dribs and drabs, and maybe one a day or one every other day, or maybe 4 or 5 a day or something, or what have you. I'm trying to make an example here, but usually it comes in slowly, and places can absorb these people. But what's going to happen is, then we're not going to have the usual amount of what we have in like a year. I think we're going to have like double that amount, or possibly even triple, because the people that I'm seeing are not your basic retirees. They're people that are also escaping and getting out of there and coming over here and leaving early because they have the income, or they have something going on back home that will help them with income. They have a business. Some of them are young retirees, and they're just they're just sick of the grind and sick of the like I just mentioned, the political issues. But I mean, I'm not sure if these people can be absorbed that fast, because all these people, and you can look through some of my comments, and you'll notice in some of my videos that these people are commenting about coming over here as soon as the restrictions are lifted. So it's gonna be like, boom, the planes are gonna be loaded. I think they're gonna have to put on extra planes or something like that to get some of these people over here, or they're gonna be coming over pretty constant. But when they lift these restrictions, man, I think the plane tickets are gonna go through the roof, and it's gonna be really bad for some of us expats over here. I mean, I have a few people that want to move to my area. My area can absorb it. I can see it in my area. We always have people building new apartment buildings and stuff like that. The 1-bedrooms that I've shown, and the ones that go for like about $100. If they're new, they're probably about $80 to $100. Sometimes you still see them for $60. Depends where they are too. If they're right on the road, they're a little bit cheaper sometimes. Sometimes you can get one that's a little bit tinier and pay $60 or whatever. They're decent. The $100 one was exceptional. If you go back and look at that $100 one, that $100 one was exceptional, but that's been taken. I'm not sure if the one next to it is rented or not, but there's more always coming available. Also, guys, I've told people this before, that when you go out and look at apartments, look at them with a different eye than you would back home. You can just talk to your landlord and throw some paint in some of these places and make it look really exceptionally nice. It's just a matter of changing the color. Some of these places are just run down, and they're not worth even taking a second look at, and you'll know which ones are good and which ones are bad. Also, you want to talk to your landlord about putting, unless you don't mind, some people don't mind, unless you don't mind having like the toilet without a tank, I highly recommend talking to your landlord about putting a bathroom in there with a tank, and tell them you'll pay for the toilet, or you'll pay a little bit extra each month or something to have that type of toilet. And if you want a shower put in there, that's just a matter of changing the faucet that you usually use for your toilet. You just put your shower on that, you put a connector on it. You can put like a dual faucet on there, and that will help you resolve the shower issue. And then you just put a hanger up with the hose that goes up to the shower, and you can have a regular shower in there, because you have the drain on the floor. The other thing, some of you guys are saying that that those places didn't have a kitchen. Yeah, they have a kitchen. Most of those places had a kitchen, and they have a sink. In the $100 one, they had a kitchen in the back. You know, it's a nice little place, beautiful little house, beautiful little backyard that you're looking out on. We have one of our subscribers living there right now, and she enjoys the place really quite a lot. She said there is a rooster out back, I believe, or a dog that barks or something, but she can take care of that. You know, that's an easy fix. Usually you can talk to somebody and they'll either move it or get rid of it or whatever. You know, it depends on the person, but sometimes if you say, hey, listen, I'll give you a few bucks, you know, can you please do something about this rooster? And as far as dogs barking, there's ways around that too. You can buy one of those bark arresters like I have. You can get them, you know, through the mail, these mail order places. And I have it outside, and it does slow down the barking quite a lot. The dogs still bark a little bit when they see somebody they don't know, but they slow down a lot on the barking. It does slow down the neighborhood barking too a little bit, because the noise just kind of irritates them. So when they start barking and that noise starts, you know, they like, oh, I don't want to bark anymore because the noise is really bothering me. Too bad they didn't have something for roosters though. You can hear these roosters around here. These are all pretty much wild roosters up here too, or maybe they're not. I'm not sure. Maybe they're being kept up here in the park, hidden up in the woods up here. But anyway, they got a ton of roosters up here, probably like about 8 or 10 of them or more. I'm not sure why they're here, but they shouldn't have them in the park here, but they do. This is the Philippines, guys. You know, there's a lot of things we don't like here, but you know, we're the foreigners, and this is their lifestyle. This is the cultural differences here that we have to learn to live with. And there's a lot of things after a while you just roll with it, you know, and you just let it go. But anyway, I did want to talk about that tsunami thing today. I do think that is a concern for some of us in some towns, not all towns, but the expat tsunami is coming, guys. These newbies are coming, and they'll probably be here soon. I think they'll be here within 3 or 4 months, and they're going to be coming really quick. And for you new guys that are coming, please, please, please take our advice. Make sure your planning is well thought out. Watch my videos, you know. Watch about the startup money. Watch about the insurance. Watch about the emergency funds. Watch all my videos, you know. And I'm not telling you this because I want to make money off it, you know. And of course I want to make a few bucks off of YouTube, but that's not my main thing. I will help you if you ever need help. You can email me, and in some of my videos you'll see my email, you know, in some of the comments and stuff like that. If you need it, just ask me, and I can answer you questions. I can answer your questions through emails, through comments. If you need my phone number, I do talk to people on occasion. You know, if you have some, you know, a lot of questions you want to ask, and I will give you my phone number, and you can call me in the evening Manila time here. And I do that for people, okay? I do answer people's questions, okay? So if you have, you know, you want to talk to me, and I don't charge people, guys. I don't charge people. I just don't do that. I have had people write to me telling me, you know, you can make more money. You could make this into a business by bringing people around and helping them out. Occasionally, I do help people. All I ask is that you buy me lunch, you know. If you're going to be around my area and you need help or something like that, you know, then yeah, I'll help you. I'll help you look for a place. You know, I'll walk you around, and we'll try to find you a place. If you let us know in advance that, hey, I'm coming like Saturday, January 15th or something like that to Tracy Martirez, and I'm looking for an apartment. Can you help me find an apartment? We can start looking the week before for you, and we can talk to some of these people about, or I can send you pictures. So if you guys that are coming over here and you know you think you're ready to rent a place, let me know. We'll start looking. You tell me exactly what you're looking for. We'll try to find it. I can't promise you about dogs and roosters because that's an impossibility, because you never know what's going to happen in neighborhoods. Neighborhoods change. But you can buy white noise machines. They help a little bit. You put it next to your bed and you won't hear you know, dogs barking as much. You will hear the roosters because they're pretty noisy, as you can hear in the background here probably. I think you can hear it anyway. But anyway, guys, God bless, take care, and I hope that helps, guys.